So today we're looking at how to convert percentages into fractions and percentages into decimals. So we're going to start with percentages into fractions. So what we do is we take our percentage, so we have 12%, we divide that by 100. So divide it by 100%. That gives us a fraction of 12 over 100. But that isn't the simplest form it can be in. So what we do is we go to this button here, we click that and we get all of these options. So we want this option. So that one gives us a nice fraction we can work with. So we're going to put 12 on the top and 100 on the bottom. Now what we're going to do is we hit enter. That will give us our fraction in its most simple form. Right? So our simplest form of the fraction 12 over 100 is 3 over 25. And that's how we convert a percentage into a fraction. So we're going to do this again, but we're going to convert from a percentage into a decimal. So we're going to take our 12% again. And we do the same thing. We take our 12% and we divide it by 100%. So we don't have to put it into a fraction this time. We can do it in another way. So we type in 12, hit our divided by, and we divide it by 100. So what you see if we just hit enter is we get given the same fraction as we did the last time we did this equation, and that is clearly not a decimal. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit this blue button, control. What that does is it activates the blue symbols above our keys, right? So if we come down here to enter, we see these two little waves. What that is our approximate sign. So what happens if we hit enter now is we get given our fraction in its approximate value. So we get given it as a decimal. So we can see 12% as a decimal is 0.12. Now, another way we can do this without using our CAS is to look at our decimal place. So we have our percentage of 12, which is actually 12.0, and then we divide that by 100. And what happens is when we divide something by 100, we can move our decimal place forward for each zero that we have. So we move it forward 2 decimal places. And what that does is it gives us our percentage as a decimal in really quick and easy terms without having to go to our CAS. So we can get it as 0.12 without having to use our CAS simply by moving that decimal place back twice. And that there is how we convert our percentages into fractions and decimals.